What is that?
What is this?
Yeah? Can I?
Well, that's that one that I gave you before, which gives you all the... I'll get you a copy of that. I'll give you I'll get a copy from my copying machine.
Can you give it any description on paper while I shoot it, while I photograph it?
What?
Can you give it any description or any to someone who has never heard it before?
Well, yes, George Bagnall, who died in 1921, the age of 82, was my grandfather, who married Bridget Fulham. He was originally going to marry Bridget's sister, Julia, but met Bridget, fell in love with her, came back from America where he'd been for a year, and married Bridget rather than Julia. But Julia lived with him in her later years for the rest of her life. They had 9 children, 8 boys and 1 girl. And my father was the 7th of the 9 children, the 8th of the 9 children. And he was the 7th son of the 7th son. His second eldest brother, George Bagnall, emigrated to the United States in 1919. He had 2 children, George and Vincent. George had 10 children and Vincent had 6. And all the others are shown in all the other cousins of that particular group of family are all shown on that sheet. Is that what you want to say?
Mm.
That is your great-great-grandfather. That. And I don't know whether the boy is Vincent or George. That's the Bagnall crest.
What year was that? The picture was what year?
That would be round about 1919.
So Vincent, if it is Vincent in this picture, then was this after they arrived in America?
Yeah.
They were already in America.
They were in America in that picture, I think.
Is that on the boat? Or?
I don't know. It looks a bit like it, doesn't it? And that was the record of marriage of my grandfather and his wife. It is thought that at one time my grandfather George was a Quaker,
Yeah.
but it's not certain. Do you want the copy of the Bagnall crest?
Oh.
From the coat of arms.
What is the meaning behind this? The bag. What is it called? The Bagnall
crest from the coat of arms. It's of interest that of all the 7 sons of George Bagnall, 5 were named after kings of England: William, Stephen, George, Edward and Edmund.
And which generation is this? That they were born?
Well, they were all born. All those children were born in the 19th century.
It's a that's an interesting discovery. Best coat of arms. And this is a letter from, who is this?
That was from Rolls Royce.
This letter?
Yeah. There was a telegram from Rolls Royce. So,
From Rolls Royce in America.
yeah. Do you want a copy of this already?
I'd love one, yeah.
Okay,
I'd love one.
And you can get it copied of there to let. But you give me.
And I shall get Kevin Bagnall's address.
That's right. I can't. There's no point in trying to give you all. I'm sure that I gave you some when you were there before. What the devil is the Bagnall family tree?
Oh, is it? Who is this?
Oh no, there's somebody from 2 people that went over to America, I think. I don't know. Neither of them is George Bagnall, anyhow. You might be interested in a piece of German archival material.
Oh, yes. And this was just during the war. Was it the POW thing? What was it?
Yes, that was when I was at PW. There's. Oh, there we are. That's it. The Bagnalls of Staffordshire and Cheshire. So the family is descended from a Staffordshire family of that name, who as far back as 1135 were settled there under the name of de Bagenal. In 1397, Ralph de Bagenal of Newcastle, the adjoining township was still called Bagenal, possessed considerable land. Okay. So that's the Bagenals of Staffordshire and Cheshire.
Ah, yes.
That was me and my electric car.
What year?
It was a daft thing devised by a chap named Sinclair. It's called the Sinclair C5.
What year was that?
1990, something like that. This doesn't go far enough back. Okay. There's my father's writing. Yeah, he died.
Lily, Lily.
It wasn't over all the newspapers. We like to sort out who was.
It's just one bit from
Frightening her.
rustling through newspapers.
Yes.
Desperately looking.
Should I say hello to American cousins?
Hello from the newspaper man. Newspaper sorter. Yes, I'm just busy, desperately looking for articles on the Weimar Republic for you.
Yeah. Have you found anything yet?
Well, there's a lot to sift through here. It's mostly, you know, I mean, big news in Britain at the moment is someone's cat got lost. Someone's cat got lost in a tree and got stuck in a tree, and the government was halted to get it down. That's a
Right.
major
They were
bit of
called
news in
up
our
to do it.
country, yeah.
Yeah.
But nothing else has happened really.
And you set fire to everything before you leave.
What, the house as well?
This is Brian. He's just quit smoking.
Have you?
6 months ago.
Really? Oh well done. That's pretty impressive.
After 65 years
That's
of
very impressive.
deliberate smoking.
What was the first few weeks like?
Terrible. It's still
Yeah,
terrible.
Still terrible, yeah.
I still reach out for
Yeah.
to
Do you know
in
what?
the
Do you
studio.
know what I do? Because I used to smoke. When I still get the desire to smoke, I just take a cigarette off someone who's smoking one. I put it right under my nose here and inhale through the nostril, and it burns the back of the nostril and puts you off straight away. And it's a harmless and quick way of doing it.
Right.
No, you don't.
I still have some Esplendidos cigars that long.
Oh no! But you
And-
never
Lou Grade used to smoke 7 of those a day, and I have a box of 21 out of 25. And I won these and got them in a raffle. And I was going up St James's, went into Davidos. Do you know the cigar
Heard of it, yes,
sold in
yes,
St
yes.
James's? And I was mooning around. This chap said, "Can I help you?" So I said, "Well, I'm just looking around. Have you any Esplendidos?" He said, "Oh, sir." Each cigar was £28.
Wow, you've got 20
So
left.
that was that £5 that I spent on the
Yeah, it's pretty good.
raffle was worth £600.
You're joking. And you've still got some left. Why don't you?
21 of them.
Why don't you raffle them?
I'd like to, but nobody smokes.
I'm sure someone
I'd
does.
like to sell them each for £10.
Yeah, I'm sure you could if you did a
If you want to
village
use
fete or
something-
something.
Oh, that's
You know.
true. No.
Do them in a donate them for the tombola.
Who would give me £5
Yes.
or 6?
You were in Springfield once.
I
You
was
care
in
to talk about
Springfield.
that at all? Since this will be shown in Springfield.
Will it? Okay.
Springfield Rifle Company.
I had a bit of an embarrassing experience there in the sense I was at university. We went on a rugby tour to Springfield, and during the game we played at Springfield's American football gridiron ground, and the markings, the pitch markings are different. What have you got there? Oh, you lucky boy! Wow, that's amazing. Fishing.
Who are you playing rugby with?
I was playing for Manchester University, and we
Oh,
played
yeah.
against Springfield.
Right.
And I think it was a floodlit match, and the markings were different. Stop laughing. Go away. Anyway, during the game I thought I'd scored a try at one stage, but I in fact put it over the wrong line because the gridiron was 10
They've
yards.
moved the goalpost.
Well, it wasn't level with the goalpost, you see, whereas in rugby it is. Anyway,
I'll just go and tell them.
so it was quite embarrassing. I thought I'd scored, and everyone just stood and looked at me as if I was a complete idiot, and the game froze, and then suddenly everyone started playing again. And the other memory of Springfield, of course, that everyone gave us a great time after the game. So
Yeah.
that was
friendly.
great. Yeah, exactly. Big party.
Sort of quite an experience out here camping, huh?
Yeah, 2 days, but it's
Good.
worth it.
2 days is about enough, right?
Yeah, with young children. Yeah. In my youth, I did it a lot more. You know, sort of down in Cornwall. In 20s, did it.
In the 1920s, you
No,
go back.
in my 20s.
You look good for your age.
Well, yeah, you know, I'm only 17. Right, all this has got to go. Yeah. Come and show the camera what you've been given. It's fishing. And this is the boy who caught 4 fish yesterday. Today? Yesterday and today. What sort of fish were they? Can you remember? What are they called?
I don't know. Perch and what were the others?
Perch and I can't remember the other one's called. Dove? No. Anyway, he's been given this as a reward for his great fishing exploits. And we caught loads of
Very nice gift.
crayfish, was it yesterday? Oh, with a tie. Oh, is that Manchester University? No. 100 years.
1947, the centenary of the oldest rugby club in England,
Manchester. Rugby club.
Manchester Rugby Club.
Who I used to play for.
Did you?
Yes.
I played the second 15 once.
I played
Right.
for them. I played for them.
Did you?
Yes. And this is how I did this. Look at this injury here.
Oh, really? Crikey.
Playing against Oral, and I snapped my knee ligaments.
Yeah.
That's the last game of rugby I ever had when I was 23 or 22.
My father was captain for Lancashire.
Was he? Ah, you've got good rugby pedigree then. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was never a player like he was, but
I
but
played
you
a
come from
fr-
that part of the world.
No, I'm from Surrey.
Oh,
I went to university up there, and I stayed up there afterwards for a while. And we used to. Manchester had a great fixture list.
Well,
You
my
know,
father
they've been
played
a
for Broughton Park.
I played for them as well. I played
Oh,
for the
did you?
second 15, and in fact the Irish fullback was in the first 15, so I never got a look in. But I played at Manchester. They had a great fixture this. I sort of played against All Blacks and internationals. But we always got hammered because we.
Right.
Brian O'Driscoll's uncle
Yes, John
was
O'Driscoll.
Barry O'Driscoll.
John O'Driscoll played for Manchester, didn't he? Oh.
Barry O'Driscoll played for Ireland, and then he drank himself.
So now we'll go over here and
Well, not
I think that's my cousin right there. Find out what she's doing. Hello. I understand we're cousins too.
Yes, we are, Vincent. I'm some cousin of yours, but I don't know how
Which
we
one?
connect. Yes, I do know which one I am. I'm Polly.
Polly, this is Polly.
Yes. Making a Is this ours?
So Polly is one of Brian's daughters, and the youngest one, born actually only 5 years before me. 4 years, 3 years,
62.
5 years. Yeah. October '67,
Okay, October the what?
30th.
The 10th.
Are you? Yeah.
No, the 8th. See, I'm that old. I've lost my mind.
So technically,
Time before we see each other.
we're not the same generation, but really we are.
Yes. Well, because I suppose I'm so much younger than my brothers and sisters. It's 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years younger.
Have you got a lot of family in the States?
No, only child.
Ah,
Some cousins.
That's why the kind of interest in knowing
Who
the
else is-
extended family.
Yeah, that could be it. Of course, that's something. Get my lights too. Yeah, you might say that. There's no one else there.
And have you got many first cousins in the States?
Yes, I have 9 first cousins
Oh, right, okay. So
that I keep in touch with. Yeah. 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 So I'm not related to anyone else here, am I?
You're related to my children.
Yeah.
I think it's ours, but I'm trying to.
I'm not related to him.
This is yours, Vincent. It's your colour, I just don't know if it's your size.
I shall go and give
So I'm-
it to someone because it was ours.
I just make-
don't want it anymore.
Just making sure there's no one else I'm related to.
We're just hoping you're not related to any of us, actually. Martha, keep be careful, Teddy, because you're both child and I just don't want you to bang each other.
This here is the mill where my second cousin, second cousin lives. Meanwhile, I'm just going to give a slow panorama around the sides and the back.